I want to talk about this last thing, and it's Stephen A. Smith. What did I say? The year of 2024, December month specifically, is the year of me bringing y'all back to the front of the congregation and saying that I told you so. I said that Stephen A. Smith, even during the election, wants to be Republican. He's just not sure what the backlash is going to be from the people. I have not seen this video yet, but I seen the title of it and I said, well, let's just have this at the end of the show and let's have a conversation about it, all right? But I've been saying that Stephen A. Smith wanted to turn Republican and he keep on acting like he don't really believe in the values of it. He been trying to work his way over to the Republican Party. And I think that the problem with that is not that we're not going to accept everybody coming into the party. I think that the problem with it, I agree, KB. That's why I'm looking to get into my own wallet. I think that the problem with it is that now they want a bandwagon. It's the popular thing to do to say that you're a MAGA fan or that you're a part of the Republican Party. I just wish these people would have said that they wanted to be a part of the party before it was all popular for everybody to act like they was part of the party. You know what I'm saying? Just say that this is what you wanted to do and stand on it. Now, everybody want to openly say, you know what? I don't like what the Democrats is doing. This is not the party of the people. Just admit it. Just own it. Let's get into it, man.
Now let's move on to some politics and social media where some of you, no surprises, you're just continuing to piss me off. Why? Because every time I make a comment that's critical of the Democratic Party or the left, I get accused of being a pundit for the right. Prior to the election cycle, I voiced my concerns about Joe Biden and his ability to serve as second term as president. Then Biden stepped on the debate stage in late June and revealed what many suspected. He embarrassed himself. The White House and the Democrats eventually switched to Vice President Kamala Harris when he stepped away, who ultimately ran what some would say a valiant presidential campaign, at least in the eyes of some, that ultimately fell short with voters across the country. I pointed out my concerns with the campaign and the Democratic Party along the way, and many of you wanted to accuse me of being a voice for the right. So you know what? I feel like it's time to set the record straight because ain't nobody hiding, ain't nobody running. Okay? Let me be very, very clear. I'm a registered independent because I don't trust either side.
Lies, lies, lies. Lies, lies, lies. And this is the first thing that I got to call out. I'm reacting to this in real time, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. Lies. You know why I always say? I hate when people say I'm a registered independent. You know why? Because usually registered independent is usually people that vote for the Democratic Party. They've never voted Republican, but they don't want to just own it and say, you know what? I'm a straight up Democrat. I've never voted Republican before in my entire life. I've always voted liberal, but I'm a registered independent. What does that mean, man? You're a Democrat. Just say it. You've been voting Democrat your entire life.
I think both sides are full of it on so many levels and so many circumstances. It's nauseating. But I also want to take a moment because a lot of people out there on social media have been saying to me, here, Stephen A., you take these positions, you're frustrated with the Democratic Party, but then you voted for Kamala Harris against Trump. Why?
You've been watching my videos.
I believe that Donald Trump has been a divisive figure.
Lies.
And I was thinking coming into this election that the last thing we needed was 4 more years of what we saw the last time, where there was so much strife and so much division that even though the economy clearly was doing well under his watch before COVID struck, it was just too much for the country to take. I was fearful of civil war in this country.
Cap.
It wasn't so much that
I'm going to call this BS out as I see it. Cap. Capalicious. Captain Crunch. Captain Jack Sparrow. Cap. Just all cap. This is all lies. Nobody thought it was going to be no civil war in the United States of America. Shut that up, man. Get that out of here, bro.
Supportive.
Nobody was worried.
White supremacist, and he was this racist and all of this stuff like people were saying. I didn't engage in that incendiary rhetoric because I've always believed that Donald Trump was just somebody who did things that were politically expedient. If supporting one side was going to generate votes for him, he would flow with it. And if it was not going to support his cause, he wasn't. It's just simple. It's just that simple. Why did I say that? And why did I refrain from that incendiary rhetoric that was thrown in his direction? It was because I knew Donald Trump before he ran for president. And black, whites,
And
male,
you switched
females,
up on
and
him like
everybody in
everybody
between
else.
got along with him great.
You switched up on him like
So
everybody
for all
else.
of a sudden, everybody to stand up and act like he was this pariah was BS. But I was also acknowledging he didn't help his own cause. From the moment in 2015
If you
when
knew who Donald Trump was and you was friends with him, then that means that you a snake like everybody else and you switched up. Call it what it is. You switched up on everybody, bro. I don't know what, man. I'm so likely to turn this off. I don't even want to hear this. I might just do a separate video for the Anton Daniels channel. Cap.
strolled down those escalators with Melania, the man offended 50% of the population back then in 2015.
How?
Came across as xenophobic in the eyes of many.
How did he offend anybody?
It just seemed to go downhill from there. So after he served his 4 years in the White House, I didn't want a repeat of all of that. But I didn't call him a racist. I didn't compare him to Nazis.
You hedged your bets. You hedged
I didn't
your
sit up
bet.
there and accuse him of
Left the door
befriending
open
white
for you to come on
supremacists
back
and all
on.
of
Just
that
come
stuff.
on over.
Because
Stop
I knew no
making
matter
excuses.
what people believed, they were trying to politicize it. So when I thought about him against Kamala Harris, I said, excuse me, let me make sure Republicans are in the House and the Senate. You have somebody that's going to work with both sides in the White House, and we'll have peace domestically. That's what I was thinking. But under no circumstances was I this raving supporter of Kamala Harris. I saw her during the primaries in 2020.
Ooh! Ooh! Whoa! 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 Oh my God.
I saw that she couldn't get to Iowa. I saw her comments about transgenders, particularly those in prison that wanted sex changes. I saw how incoherent she appeared in communicating what her objective would be when it came to the economy. I know for a fact that she was supposed to oversee the issues involving the border. Yes, like Roland Martin said, she wasn't the quote-unquote border czar, but she was perceived as such. I also saw her go on The View and categorically deny that there was any need to change anything that Biden had done, even though over 12 million people crossed the border illegally, and you were acting like there was no border.
Yo, this is he late to the party. You having conversations that we done already had all in July, all in August, all in September, all in October, and all in November. Listen, don't sit here and make a case of why you shouldn't have voted for it, but you voted for. Man, shut this up, bro. What are we talking about?
Border crisis. I saw the duplicitous tendencies. I saw the inconsistencies. I also saw the hypocrisy. And as the election came about and ultimately unfolded, and I saw Donald Trump win convincingly. No, he did not get 50% of the
He not saying why he voted for. He's saying what he noticed and that he did, what he ignored, and he still voted for.
popular vote, as the Democrats are so quick to point out. My attitude to them is shut the hell up. Nobody wants to hear that now. Who cares whether he got 50% of the vote or not? He beat you in the popular vote and the electoral college vote.
Yes,
He
he
swept
voted
the
for
swing
it.
states.
He voted for it, Jody. He
He improved
for it.
his numbers in every demographic imaginable. Blacks, Hispanics, women. He beat you. And the American people spoke, and they spoke flagrantly. And from that moment forward, I'm like, damn all of that. We're going to support the fact that he won the presidency. And I'm going to tell you where I'm at with it. And that doesn't mean I'm going to become some registered Republican, because I still find them a bit shaky. But when I see Attorney Bragg in New York trying to convince the judge and the courts to treat Donald Trump as if he's deceased, as if he has died, just to make sure that your convictions on those 34 felony accounts remains a part of the record. It just shows another level of patheticness, if that is such a word, that creeps in.
It's not a word. I don't think. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look up patheticness while he's talking. Give me a second.
Again, you can't let it go.
I'm pretty sure that's not a word, though.
He is the president-elect of the United States of America. In January 20th, he is going to be the president of the United States.
I guess it is a word.
You want to sit up here and waste taxpayer dollars.
Patheticness is a word. I was wrong.
And literally go before the courts.
Patheticness is a word.
To do everything you can to make his conviction a matter of record, knowing he ain't going to get any jail time. You're not going to be able to incarcerate him. You're not going to be able to fine him. Sir, it's over. It's over. Democrats, it's over. It's over. I'm going to say this before and I'll say it again. You know what I would do if I were Joe Biden, President Joe Biden? Especially since I basically gave the Democratic Party the finger because you kept saying, we follow the rule of law, we follow the rule of law, we follow the rule of law. And then you went and you circumvented all of that to get to pardon your son Hunter. Since you were willing to do that, if I was President Joe Biden, I would pardon Donald Trump.
Let me go ahead and read the rest of the super chats. I'm not doing this. I'm not about to do this. I'm not even about to waste my time sitting here going back and forth. I'll do a more extensive breakdown on Anton Daniels' channel, and I'll release it today. Because I just don't. I need to take a break, and I just need a minute. I'm not doing this right now. This is so corny.